Hi folks, so Totes My Goats here. I've gotten a lot of great requests on both Facebook and from other folks. Wanted me to explain how I create some of the videos that I do for our local SAS Club, which is the Texas Riviera Pistoleros here in South Texas. So I thought I'd just do a really quick video of what my process is, and maybe it'll help some other folks if they wanted to do something similar with their videos that they do for their club. So one of the things, or a couple things I do to a video is, you'll notice here on the right, I've got a picture of Haas here shooting in our gallows. And you'll notice I have a lower third with his name, his alias on it, and what stage we're shooting. And in the top left here, I've got a timer that will show the progress in time through the stage. It's similar if you're looking at the timer. So if I just hit play here on this video, you can see that the timer was tracking along with Haas as he moved through the stage. So we kind of use it here as a training aid that can kind of help shooters monitor transitions, see how long it takes for each weapon at each stage of the stage itself, and it's kind of neat. So I just thought I'd do this quick tutorial on how to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another version of this video like Haas has from scratch. So what I use equipment-wise is I have a GoPro camera. I have a flexible arm mount for that GoPro camera. And what I do is I put the camera on the end, and the other end has a clamp on it. I just clamp it to the stage rest there, or the bench where we stage our weapons there in this particular stage, and then the camera kind of is out in front of the user off to the left, so that we can get this perspective here of the shooter's hands, the holsters, the weapons themselves, the TO, everything in that shot, and we don't have to have a photographer out breaking the line of fire or the 170, so the camera's just kind of out on a small flexible stand. Now for editing wise, as you may be able to tell by my video here, I'm using a Mac, and on a Mac you get free software called iMovie. So there's really no software you need to buy. If you've got a GoPro, you've got the camera, you've got the GoPro Studio, and then if you've got a Mac, you've got iMovie. Now any linear video editing software that you have out there, whether it's something high-end like Adobe Premiere or some of the other lower-end and even free video software packages that are out there, will allow you to do a lot of this. So this will give you if you don't have a Mac and you're not using iMovie, this will give you the conceptual way that you can do it, and then you can just go and transfer that to the procedural way that you'll need to do it depending on the software package that you're using. So let me just bring up iMovie real quick. So this is what iMovie looks like. Anyone that has a Mac has probably used this quite a bit if they've done any video editing at all. So basically all I've done is I've imported two video clips. So I've got a video clip of the raw footage that I shot with my GoPro of me shooting stage 2, and then this is a video that I downloaded from the internet. So if you go out and you go to Google and you do a Google search for, say 30-minute timer video, it's going to give you a whole list of all kinds of video files out there that are of either count up or count down timers. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a timer that counts up from 0 to whatever time that the video goes to. You don't want one that goes backwards, so say it starts at 30 minutes and starts counting down. You'll want one that counts up. So if you Google specifically 30-minute timer video, on the first page of results that you see, this will probably be down towards the bottom, but you'll see this video looks just like this. So it's a black video, and it's of 30 minutes. So what I did just quickly is I opened this up, I edited it, and I just cut this down to 1 minute in length. You may have some shooters that shoot over a minute per stage, so you can make this like 3 minutes maybe if you've got some new buckaroos or some new shooters that shoot that typically go over a minute. So you can make this whatever length you want, but when you download it from the web, it will be 30 minutes long, so just trim it down just so it's easier to manage. So what you do in iMovie here is we'll take the video of me, we'll drag it down to the video section here, and then we're going to take this timer video and we're just going to drop it on top of this video. So now you can see that if I started this video, and you can preview it in the top right up here. So if I start this video now, you'll see that it'll run. It'll start running as soon as I hit stop or start. So what I want to do is I want to use picture in picture so that whenever I start the video, you can see both videos at once. Because right now, basically what you're seeing is this timer video is laying over on top of me shooting, so you can't see me shooting. So I wanted to use picture in picture. So I choose the video picture section here, or to edit the video picture section, and the choices I have here is picture in picture, and that's what I want to use. So I want to use picture in picture. Now what I've got is this timer that I can lay anywhere I want in the video. So what I usually do, depending on the stage and the camera angle, will just put it up here in the top left hand corner, and it's adjustable too, so I can make it as big or as small as I want. So I try not to make it too large. So I'm just going to lay it right there. So now when I go back and I start the video, you'll see that they both start at the same time.
Stand by.
So you see that I move in this. So the trick and the key to this is to time this so that when the timer beeps is when you start the video. So if you'll notice, this is really long now. And if you have a 3-minute one, it's even go out way past this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and I'm going to trim it down here. I'm just going to slide it down. And then what I need to do here is I need to play this until I hear Haas, the timer operator here, start that timer. So let me see if I can find that section of the video real quick. Take me just a second.
Stand by.
Okay, so right there, he said stand by, and I hear the timer beep. And you can see down here in the audio track, you see this spike. That spike is going to be the timer beep. So I'm going to line this editing bar right at that time. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this timer video to start right when that happens. So now, when I start it from back here, you'll see that the timer won't actually pop up and be visible until it hits that mark in the video. So let me play the video and watch up here in the top right.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Stand by.
So as soon as that timer went off, the video started playing, started counting up, and then I've drawn my, my first pistol. So this is not going to be exactly spot on with the time that's on the timer. It's going to be as close as I physically can get it by going off the sound of the beep in the video and getting this. So it's going to be maybe a couple tenths off, but for training and for review and for our purposes in this video, that's going to be fine. We're not using this to score a stage or anything like that. So this is going to be for training purposes only. So now the last thing I want to do is I want to go and I want to try to end it when I shoot the last round of the stage. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to find in the video here where I'm shooting my shotgun. So I see I shot my shotgun there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my mark to start the video there, and I'm going to play it until I hear the last shot of my shotgun, and I'm going to stop it. Okay, so I heard my last round go off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the end of this video clip, I'm going to drag it until I get to that mark. So now what I'll do is watch the timer. When you see my last, and actually you'll be able to hear it after you process this. I can hear it in my headphones. You may not be able to hear it in this video. But when the last shot is fired, then the timer should stop. Let me try that again. Okay, so I actually have a transition, so this is fading out. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to change that transition to fade, because if you notice it started fading out at the end, I don't want that. I want it to be an abrupt stop for that. So what I can do is I can go and instead of doing a dissolve here, I can take that out. I can just make this 0.0, and that way it won't transition or fade out. And I can try it again. Oops, I'm at the wrong section here. Okay, so now it didn't fade out. It abruptly stopped at the end. So that's basically how I do it. And then from here I can clean this up. You'll notice there's a lot of stuff in here at the end of the video that is really of no benefit to play. It just makes the video longer. So I will clean this up to where it's just I'm right at the end of getting my holes out. So now I've got a fairly, and I can trim up some of the front of this of me just, the shooter getting settled, getting ready to stay his line. So I can make this video shorter, so whenever it's export and ready to upload to either YouTube or to Facebook or wherever you're going to put it. It's a smaller file you have to deal with. Now, one of the other things I do as well is I like putting in, like we can see in Haas's video up here, his name and what stage it is. So that's real easy to do. I can do titles here, and there's a bunch of these different titles you can choose from. So usually I'll mix and match these. Like one month I'll do one style, the next month I'll do a different style. It depends on the camera angle too, because some of the styles, if you look here, are in the center of the screen, some are in the bottom right, some are in the bottom left. So there's different styles you can do. So what I'll do is I'll just choose one that I used last week. I'll choose this one, actually this one here, and I can drag and I can drop that here on the video, and I can edit this, and I can come over here and I can put, this is Totes My Goats. And under the description, I'll just put stage 2. And if you wanted to put the date or your, like if I wanted to put Texas Riviera Pistoleros as our club name, yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. And you can have multiple titles. You can have one at the bottom, one at the top, any way you like it. So this, I want this to run throughout the length of the video. So I'll make it as long as the video is. And then at the end, I might want to have the shooter's time and if how many misses or how many Ps or whatever they have. So I can take that and I can drop that on here. Oops. Dropped it too far down. Sorry about that. My mouse is kind of acting funky. So let's move this back to the beginning. We'll have this go while I'm shooting. And then at the very end here, I can put, I think I was 1679 for time, the actual time that's on the score sheet. Then I can put I was clean, because I was clean. There was no misses in this match. So now what happens is, as you'll see here, you see my name and everything, the timer's running, and as I get to this point in the video, you'll see a little thing and it'll come in and it'll actually give my actual score. But I don't like giving up the score till the very end of the video, so what I'll do is I'll have it when the timer goes off, and then I'll have it end at the end of the video. So now the timer's running, the timer goes off, and then it transitions and it tells my time at the end. So I like that. So what I can do now is I can just go and I can export this. I can export this file to a MP4 friendly format that I can use on the web. But that's it. That's all I do in order to make this video. I hope it helps other folks. If you got any questions, feel free to ping me. You can usually find me on the wire under Totes My Goats, or you can find me on Facebook, and we've also got the YouTube channel for the Texas Riviera Pistoleros. Thanks.